Oh, sorry if this is not so exciting. I made a couple leather pieces today. I made this one yesterday, and I made these this evening. Yeah, I know that's kind of a weird green color, but I got the leather. I don't know if you know how much leather costs, but it's really expensive. It was a puke green color, so I got the leather really cheap. So I got a lot of leather dyes, and so I used a regular green, and it gives it this mottled sort of camouflage look. I used Jiffy rivets, but mostly I used a sinew to sew it together. I made this one tonight. Yeah, they fit perfectly, actually. Fit absolutely perfectly, so I made some nice leather pants. I made this about an hour ago. Only took me 10 minutes. There's that. And this is made out of buffalo hide. I made this yesterday. These are actual the cattle brands. I wanted that to display prominently on the bag. I even made the strap myself. I made everything except for the brass hardware, of course. So I've never seen cattle brands this large. That's why I bought this piece of leather, so I'd make a bag out of it. I made a unique buckle. They say if you can make your own clothing, then you're pretty handy. So, translate ancient Greek, Pali, write books on metaphysics and field theory, and I make my own clothing. I don't have to make my own clothing, but I can make my own clothing. Yeah. I got something to show you here in a second, and you can really make fun of me. You'll get a laugh out of this one, because everybody deserves, especially in the year 2020, everybody deserves a really good laugh. Well, I know this isn't the most desirable color in the world, but I mean, you can see what the color was originally. It was like a puke pea green, which you would never want to make anything at a puke pea green, but that's why I got the enormous cowhide so cheap. If it was like something like this, it would have been the hide that I used to make these pants out of, and I can still make another pair of pants. If it was something like this, it would have been like $500. But since it was puke pea green, I got it for $100. And this is like a 4 ounce. 4 ounce refers to the thickness of the leather. This is like a 4 ounce leather. These are actually extremely comfortable. I used, only has one button to hold, the stuff, It's actually a perfect design. I came up with this design on that part anyway, but yeah. Awesome. Now, you're going to love this one. This is the one you can make fun of me. I look for a design online from ancient Scotland. I hope there's some Scottish people watching. Yeah, this is also, too, made out of buffalo. And there's the pocket. And this is also the brand. I left the brand in the pocket. Look, I made a leather kilt. I'm gonna sell this, actually. I actually already have a person that's going to purchase it. Yes, it's a leather kilt. Interesting enough, it's a friend of my millionaire buddies. It has one little flaw in there. That's why I got the leather kind of cheap. He didn't care about that. It gives it character, right? But yeah, I riveted all these. These are Jiffy rivets. They're actually antiqued solid brass. But this is an archaic design, and we're talking really talking about caveman level of kilt. Well, not that far back, but pretty far back. But yeah, I know. Go ahead and make fun of me of this one. Yeah, go ahead. But the cost of the leather in just this kilt. There's only a few pieces scrap. God, my hands are so stiff. There is nothing that will seize you up like doing leather work. Like just this piece for the kilt, the leather was $120, and the only thing that was left is some little remnants, and I used one of the remnants, as you can see it's the same leather, to make this bag out of. I made this like an hour ago. Got a little towel stuffed in there. You can hang this. I'm going to hang this in my cabin. And you can put stuff in it. You can hang it off your belt and put stuff in it. I actually really it's kind of gruesome. Why? I've seen a lot of cattle brands, because this is the typical size of a cattle brand, and this is a cattle brand, by the way, which is scar tissue. This is the cattle brand. It's like, oh, great, I found the cattle brand on this leather, so I'm going to put it on the pocket, which is really cool. But who the hell brands a cow with brands this big. I mean, that's just enormous. It's enormous. So, let me lift the kilt off to the side here. Yeah, what do you think of the pants I made tonight? See, I'm so busy. I work 3 jobs. I'm able to do this and like watch a reality. That's really the only thing I watch is like a reality where people build stuff and whatnot. And it helps me to rest, even though it's really, really tough on my hands, man. Because you got to pound, use a mallet to pound all these holes in where I actually stitched it up. And, but, you know, it's good to build stuff. I mean, you can make your own clothes. You're doing all right. Make your own clothes. You're doing all right. Now you take just a giant hunk of dead cow. Really good at making patterns. I made a paper pattern. You just make 2 identical pieces, and then I rivet it, and then I hand stitched it, of course. Obviously, it's hand stitched. First, I had to punch all the holes. But first, I had to cut it. Then I had to dye it. Then I had to stitch it. Then I had to rivet it. Then I had to put the belt loops on. Then I made the belt for it. I used an aluminum Chaco belt buckle, but, you know, I made the belt. And I got it riveted in the back there. But yeah, these pants are actually perfect fit. Very, very comfortable. I don't know if I'd wear them. I purposely didn't want pockets in them. So if you ask me why I didn't want pockets, I could have put pockets, but I purposely didn't want pockets in it. But yeah, it's like camouflage. I'm the only person in the world that has green camouflage, high quality leather pants. Only person in the world. Is that a fashion statement? I don't know. I think if I walked in the mall with these, I would definitely make a statement. I'd be like, if you were to buy pants like this, not this color necessarily, but hey, I got the leather jacket. Like this, handmade pants like this would cost you like $400. So, and it took, oh God, it took like about 3 hours to make these. But hey, this is Thanksgiving week, whatever. So it's good to just like give my brain a rest. Because when I do stuff like this, it's good to build stuff. There's a certain fulfillment in being able to make stuff, which is cool, but, you know. Hey, if you can make your own clothes, though, you're styling, right? Not too many people can say that. It's like, can you make your own clothes out of leather? Can you make your own briefcases out of leather? It's like, well, I can. Everybody needs to have skills. Yeah, this is buffalo leather. This turned out really nice. It's just like a possibles bag is what they call it. So, let me know. Make sure you make fun of the kilt. You know, when you leave a comment, make sure you make fun of the kilt. Yeah. Actually, I really like the way these pants turned out because it has a very marbled look to it. Where can you say you've seen marbled leather before? I mean, it's like, this would be perfect for the forest, right? I mean, what would be cooler than camouflage leather pants, which would be really awesome for extreme cold weather, out in the deep woods? It's like, you got camouflage, green, leather, handmade, tough as nails, last a lifetime. Actually lasts longer than a lifetime. Solid brass rivets, hand stitched. I mean, come on, it's cool. But make sure you disagree with me because that's what social media is about. I don't agree. That looks like crap. That's what social media is about. Tell me how much they suck. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry if I bored you to death. I'm a little bit dizzy after all the pounding with the mallet. Because you gotta pound every one of those little holes. Yeah, every little hole. You gotta pound with a mallet to set all these brass rivets. Man, there's a lot of hammering. Oh my God, I gotta take an Advil. My arm is dead. Thanks for watching. Thanks, bye.